All right. Welcome back to Sideboard MTG. My name's Eric, and it's time to actually play a little bit of Magic. We just got through with Coffee Time, where we were going over some decks that were built by the community, and we were talking about some of the different decks. And then I picked one of them that I wanted to play tonight, and we're going to play another one or a variant of one of them tomorrow. There was an Abzan's token list that looks like it might actually have some merit, so I'm going to play around a little bit with that tomorrow. So I hope you all got a chance to join us over on Coffee Time. If you didn't, the video is posted and you can jump over there and check that out. But for right now, we're going to jump into this Scheming Symmetry deck. For those of you that were in Coffee Time, then you know all the cards in it. For those of you that are just watching this as a standalone video, I will go over it extremely quickly. Scheming Symmetry will allow us to search up a card from our library and put it on top of our library, so our next draw will be that card we wanted, but our opponent also gets to search up the top of their, or gets to search and put a card on top of their library. We get to use Ashiok Dream Render to mill that card off the top of their library, or we can just simply, use Teferi to allow us to cast Scheming Symmetry at instant speed, allowing us to have full information of our opponent's turn, and then use Teferi to, go get that card at instant speed with Scheming Symmetry and put that on top of our library, and then untap, upkeep, draw that card before our opponent gets a chance to get to theirs. Even if we're just going and getting a an Ashiok or something to make sure they don't get the one card they needed. A lot of other toolbox cards in the deck. As a deck that is going to be searching up cards out of the deck, you're going to want toolbox options. There's a couple little combos here. We have the combo of Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, along with a bunch of other planeswalkers, and then using Elder Spell to instantly ultimate. We also have the Wanderer, and if we naturally draw any part of this combo, then or any of these combos, then we can just Scheming Symmetry to go get the other half of it. So we have the Wanderer paired with Command the Dreadhorde to be able to get back all of our Planeswalkers and things of that nature. Remember, if the Wanderer is on the battlefield and then you cast Command the Dreadhorde, then you don't actually take the damage off of Command the Dreadhorde. It does not work that way if you are getting the Wanderer back from the graveyard. So, there's that. We also have Liliana, Dreadhorde General, along with Ugin, the Ineffable. And these are some really big powerhouse cards. Liliana also works along the same lines as the ultimate on Teferi, being able to kill some of your other planeswalkers with Elder Spell, and just instantly jumping to that ultimate is pretty powerful. We also have access to Kasmina, which just lets us make some more creatures and gives us a little bit more protection for all of our different walkers. We do have a ton of different walkers, and some of them will be better than others versus different decks. So again, Scheming Symmetry to pull up the proper one at the proper time is going to be great. And since we do have a lot of walkers and that sort of thing, we can play cards like Urza's Ruinous Blast and keep the board clean, or we can just go search up that Settle the Wreckage, so that we can make sure our opponents aren't going to swing in. Another little combo in the deck is if we do have a Fall of the Thrawn and an Ashiok on the battlefield, once we follow the Thrawn and wipe all of the cards out of wipe all of our lands, we can just exile our opponent's graveyard. Then our opponent's not going to be getting their lands back from their graveyard while we do get lands back. This is pretty good. I mean, there's people that have built around this combo by itself, along with cards like what's the Remorseful Cleric? That's the card, right? So there's a lot going on here. Narset to just look for different parts to the deck. We've got Oath of Kaya to help protect all of our different planeswalkers and protect us from early creatures. Karn's Temporal Sundering is the one card that I was a little bit on the fence about. We're going to try this as Temporal Sundering, then we're going to try it as Oath of Kaya. We're not going to be playing a ton of games, as we just want to get in an operational test, if you will, to see if the deck operates. So we may not see Karn's Temporal Sundering. We may not see Oath of Teferi. So either one seems like it would be great in the spot. In the sideboard, we have access to Unmoored Ego. If we are pulling up cards out of our deck, then Unmoored Ego might be one of the ones we want to get. Multiple copies of Thief of Sanity, along with Tyrant Scorn. We've got some Dovin's Vetoes, Legion's End, Duress, and Dawn of Hope. So a lot of options there in the sideboard. So we're gonna jump into some gameplay and see how the deck plays, and then maybe make a change or two, and then go from there. So. Let's jump over to Constructed and see what happens. Alright, so we're going to do some best of 3 practice here. We've got the Scheming Symmetry deck. Scheming Cemetery. It's a Scheming Cemetery. Were we too mean to the deck? Gary Miller says, well, you really wanted to say it's not your deck, you just really liked it and wanted to talk about it. You're building it this week. Okay. Well, we were a little bit harsh on certain parts of the deck, but all in all, the deck was pretty interesting. Wow. I mean, we have the Scheming Symmetries, but we don't have anything to go with it. I still think I keep the hand. We need an Ashiok. Man. I guess we can mulligan this. I don't want Ugin. I don't want 5 mana Teferi in our hand. But then again, we're not doing anything with Scheming Symmetry early. So I'm gonna mulligan this. Alright, so with this hand, we do have a few lands. We've got an early Teferi. We've got a little bit of removal. I think that we can possibly put Ixalan's Binding back. So yeah, I'm going to keep this and just put back Ixalan's Binding. And we're going to say done. Let's go ahead and get the Godless Shrine down, and then we'll pass, because these don't enter tapped. So that'll work. Ooh, some Narset action. A little bit of Narset action might be decent. Alright, so is this Mardu? What do we got going on here? I guess we go blue-white. And we can't actually cast the Narset here, I don't think. I do want to draw a card, like, 'cause I want to hit my next land drop, so I'm actually just going to down tick Teferi, which is sad, but yeah, I just want to draw a card. Now that I have an additional land, we can actually cast Narset. So we'll see what happens. Does he have like a Legion War Boss? Kyla? Zenith Seeker? Alright, well that's interesting. Exile all non-lead permanents that aren't legendary, so we can't deal with this. That's scary. Another Narset. Alright, well, let's go ahead and uptick the Teferi. We're gonna go blue-white. And then we're gonna go blue-white again. I mean, we're gonna waste 1 mana here, but that's okay. Ooh, what do we want? Oath of Kaya seems like it would do the job, right? I mean, that'll get rid of Kaya? Or Kyla? Kayla? Man, how do you say that? Kali? Kalia? Nah, whatever. You got two different Citadel decks and a Kakar combo. The Kakar combo is pretty cool. This is gonna do nothing. And now we can't even oath here? Wow. It's so brutal. So brutal. Yeah, where's just a plain board wipe when you need one? I know Sir Eccles is looking at me like, ah. No point in paying that. Let's go ahead and, I mean, if I play Narset, he still just kills both. I mean, we can go get another card. It's not going to help us get a land, though. And I can't burn him because Shalai's out. I mean, I guess I could just gain 3 life. Nah, we're just going to play Narset. Narset for 4. Can I go on tilt yet? Like, at what point am I allowed to go on tilt? Oh! This is it! This is where I get to go on tilt! Right here! This is it! Oh, yeah. Yeah. Whiffy. Just a big old whiff. Alright. So now he gets to kill both. I think we had to at least dig for a card there, though. Full tilt. Full tilt, alright? I get to go on full tilt now. My Urza's Ruinous Blast isn't going to do anything. We're forced to play Planeswalkers that are just going to die. We see 4 lands off of Narset. And then our turn, voila. Voila. We got nothing. And they're not a nut. So, we just pass back. Yeah. Eccles is loving it. This is why you don't play this card, Eccles. Just don't play this card, man. Yes, you're going to hit those times where it's good. But the number of times is just bad, is atrocious. Even the wife is sad for me. Aw, that's now we're doing the pity thing. All right. This doesn't help us to destroy all the lands. Doesn't help at all. We're getting beat by this deck. I had to play the one rogue legend deck. Like, people aren't playing Shalai? Come on. Come on. People play Shalai. Whatever, dude. Settle is so good right now. This isn't a Legends deck. It's a Mardu her deck. Alright, so what do we change, right? Alright, so we want that. This feels useless. It's just. I'm on full tilt now, so whatever. Um, yeah, we'll get rid of that because that's great. That's just wonderful. Um, Settle feels like it's gonna be bad. I mean, I guess I could like just bounce. Shall I? Let's get rid of an Ixalan's Binding and hope that Thief of Sanity just wins the game. Yeah, I'm gonna need. Yeah. So we've been trying to run some dungeons with some new people, and Albion. Tier 1 Jank's been over there helping me out in Albion, and we've been trying to run some dungeons, and it's been fun. It's been very fun taking brand new people into dungeons, and there's a lot of people that have no clue how dungeons work, and I honestly, like, I was like, I'm not going to stream it, and then like midway through, like, I'm going full tilt on these dungeons as well. And Jenks like, maybe on second hand you should have streamed this. So maybe we'll actually stream some Albion content of me taking new players into dungeons and seeing how well that works. I'm mulliganing 6 lands and an Ashiok. I think I can keep this, and we're gonna get rid of an Ashiok and then roll like this. So here we go. They have a lot of flyers. All we need is a symmetry and fair, right? Like Ashiok and a symmetry with all of those. Maybe that would have worked. I don't know. I'll probably play 2 life next turn to play down an Ashiok and then start milling. So at least make a compilation of all the tilt moments. Oh, look. Oh, that works. That works. All right. So all right. We're going to pay the life. We'll play Teferi. Use Teferi to bounce this. All right. The Thief of Sanity's a play. That plays. Don't worry. Kyla's not an angel. You're right. Alright, so he just replays here. I think that we just play Thief of Sanity and force him to have removal. Like, he doesn't have red mana to play. He doesn't have red mana yet, so we'll see what happens here. Little man's not quite asleep. Really? Scoured Barrens? Really? He played that? You'd like to watch some Albion content? You don't have a computer to play yourself? Well, I am going to be putting out Albion content about once a week. Maybe a little bit more than that. It depends on how you guys like it. Like, if you do like it, then maybe we'll play a little bit more. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and uptick Teferi here. Like, we get to do all the things. Like, I don't know which order I really want to go with this. So let's just go ahead and mill him, and exile some cards. We got rid of 2 lands, Elder Spell, and a God's Willing. Whoa. Like, that's pretty serious. What do we want? A land? Maybe, yeah. I think think I just want to attack. Ooh, he's got Feather. He's got Never Happen. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. Players. And then, or we get Vampire of the Dire Moon. I could just play the Vampire right now. But we could also play Feather. Like, we could keep the Feather and play it. I think I'm just going to take the Vampire. Just because it's a 1 mana spell. And he doesn't have enough going on right now that I really want to play anything else, so I guess I could wait, though. We're not in that big of a hurry. I mean, I could get this down and he wouldn't be able to swing at the Ashiok or the Teferi, but honestly, Bishop of Wings isn't really threatening Teferi or Ashiok, and I really just want to hit my 5th land, so... Resplendent Angel. Okay. And Scoured Barrens. Now it makes sense. It makes so much sense. He's coming at Teferi. Alright, so we'll move to end step. Choose target players. Alright, so we're both going to go search our libraries. Alright, so what are we searching for here? I think we just get a land. Maybe? Is that the way to go? Or do I just want to cast Oath of Kaya here? And just kill the Resplendent Angel? Alright, so let's look at our deck. What could possibly save us? Liliana could save us later. Settle the Wreckage could potentially save us. Actually, Settle the Wreckage looks pretty good right now. Alright, I'm actually going to grab Settle the Wreckage. Alright, so we're going to draw Settle. We're going to uptick. Then we're going to mill our opponent. We'll see what he throws away. So we already had Feather and Never Happened in the graveyard. So I think he went and got a D-Spark. He either got a D-Spark or a Swamp. I don't know the order, but I think he had D-Spark. We've already used all of our other abilities. So yeah, we basically just have to pass here. We do have 10 cards in exile, so I mean we're not. Yeah. You think it's over if they make more angels? It's possible. It's possible. Oath. All right, you think casting Oath? Okay. Like, I don't think I have much choice here. Really? Ashiok. Okay, well, We're gonna go for it. I think he wanted to just activate Resplendent Angel, and I probably could have. I probably could have waited and got him to spend his mana. We'll see. That might have been the right way to go. See if we could get him to spend his mana. This is actually doable. So, oh, we didn't hit the land. We didn't hit the land. Okay, all right. So how do we do this? We bounce Lyra, draw a card. Karn's not horrible. Yeah, let's do the Karn. And then we'll plus Karn. So let's see what we exile. Hey, look, we revealed 2 lands. Guess what he's got to give us? Huh? Yeah. Got to give us a land. Alright, so let's go ahead and mill him some more. We're up to 16 in the grave. Oh, I should have swung first, then milled. This way we would have got the 2 extra cards that we're not going to take here. We would have thrown them in the grave. We'll take another Vampire of the Dire Moon. It could become relevant. Never didn't have it. Karn almost guarantees lands. That was the hope. That was the hope. Double Oath on Lyra? I can't double Oath. I'm just now getting to 5 lands. Double Oath requires 6 lands, and like we needed Karn to be able to get to that. So I actually think that we just used Teferi to tuck Lyra and then mill it away. Despark on Karn? That's rude. It's very rude. Like, so do I want to mill? No, I just want the Lyra, don't I? Alright. He's got a card. God's willing. Uh-oh. The chosen color is blue. Protection from blue. Now Lyra is like a weird Baneslayer angel, right? Protection from blue for outflying, first strike, lifelink. Alright, yeah. Alright, well, we lose to Fairy, I assume? Or do I just lose the Thief of Sanity? Like, do we go that route? We really need to just draw a land so that we can get into Liliana. And then we can make each player sacrifice 2 creatures. Alright, well, I think if we're going to go that route, then I need to block with Thief of Sanity here. Alright, so he gained life, which is going to make this difficult, because Resplendent Angel is going to let him make another dude. Yeah. You know, a good solid board wipe would be awesome. Well, there's the land. Another Oath. So we could double Oath Lyra. Alright, so if we double Oath Lyra, then the following turn we can Oath, Resplendent Angel. You know what you want to cast in these type of situations, right? Kaya's Wrath. That's exactly what you want in this situation. Maybe we should be running Cleansing Nova over Ruinous Blast. Are you serious? Are you... No way you want to play Cleansing Nova over Ruinous Blast. Ruinous Blast is the greatest. Sir Eccles. Is this the new unsealing? Are you doing this just to hate me? Are you really? Like, what do we do? You know what? I'm gonna play it out. We've got some big spells, so I'm gonna play it out. All right. And it may not even be right to go after Lyra. It might be right to double on Oath of Kai, or double Oath of Kai here. I don't know. You know what? We're just doing it like this. Alright, so Lyra down. He can easily pump Resplendent Angel here. Let's just go ahead, get rid of Ashiok. I mean, he's only got 17 cards left in his deck. So who knows? We might be able to do some crazy stuff. River's Rebuke off the top. Just run Kaya's Wrath and be done with it. I know. Like, I've been saying that for a while, that don't run Urza's Ruinous Blast because there are these games where it's just horrible. Yep. So Resplendent Angel is pumped. I assume Teferi takes a little something here. Probably a little Kaya Wrath, or Kayla. I mean, I've got some mana. And we haven't taken it, or I'm sorry, I've got 6 mana and we've got some life. We haven't taken a ridiculous amount of damage yet. So if we go Oath and kill this, right? Then that's like the end of our turn. Whereas if we go Command the Dread Horde, get back to Fairy, that's how much damage are we taking there? So we can go bounce, still lose both to fairies. All right, so we're not in a position to do that. All right, so if we go Oath of Kaya, keep the new one. All right, we're gonna get rid of Resplendent Angel. We're gonna play some of his creatures here. They don't fly. We're gonna get them out there. This isn't just over. So, we'll see. The Black Blade has been reforged, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. It's a foil Black Blade reforged, too. Like, he ain't playing around. That's a foil. Well, Command the Dreadhorde just got really bad. Maybe Lily was the right play, but I think he just gets rid of an angel or something. I mean, I'm just dead here, though, right? We're at 1. No way we get lucky enough that he actually blocks something. I mean, that's the hope, that he actually sticks a blocker up. And then he would only have 2 creatures left. Who wins in a fight, Black Blade or Sword of Valoron? I'm going to say the Black Blade. I don't know. Yeah. All right. So I have I have made the argument multiple times, and I keep trying to make the argument that Urza's Ruinous Blast is a bad card. But because it sometimes works, I have had a horrible time trying to get this point across. One of the best parts about running board sweepers in your deck is top decking them when you have nothing on the battlefield, when you're losing, when you're behind. Board sweepers play so well from behind. Urza's Ruinous Blast does not do that. If you do not have a legendary creature, you do not have a legendary planeswalker, you cannot cast this. Your legendary enchantment of Oath of Kaya is not going to help you cast Urza's Ruinous Blast. Being able to top deck this late game and it's still not doing anything, and then it only gets rid of non-legendaries, this is a bad card. It's been out for a really long time, and it has gotten 0 play. We knew it was a bad card. Why are we trying to play it in the last days of its existence? Let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. Alright, so we don't want Urza's Ruinous Blast. Alright, and in order for me to, like, I try to argue Urza's Ruinous Blast over and over, and I couldn't get it through on coffee time. So we're not going to have the cards to swap this out. I am going to be able to swap out the cards that I talked about swapping out, though. How come no one else defended me with Urza's Ruinous Blast? Everybody talks about all these other cards you could put in, but no one talks about, like, no one else was on the get rid of the Urza's Ruinous Blast, get rid of the Urza's Ruinous Blast. That's it. The rest of this season, friends don't let friends play Urza's Ruinous Blast, okay? Jank's like, I said it. I said take it out. Gary's like, I wasn't there. Don't you put that juju on me, Ricky Bobby. I'm sorry, Gary. It wasn't your fault. I'm not blaming it on chat. I'm blaming it on Eccles. This is your fault. Well, you learned something today. This is like the 3rd deck you've put this in, and I've said the same thing the whole time. I hate that I have to actually get on here and get my face rolled before you say, well, I learned something. That's the whole purpose, right? Let Eric go get destroyed with it. We'll then know that you're not supposed to do it. Do I own Kaya's Wrath? No, not on MTGO. I don't own any cards on MTGO. I rent on MTGO. I mean, I can get Kaya's Wrath, so. But then, if we switch this card to Kaya's Wrath, now we need to look at the mana base differently, right? Because you want to change the mana base because you want to actually be able to cast Kaya's Wrath, which means Interplanar Beacon is no longer a great card in the deck. So maybe it's not Kaya's Wrath, and maybe we just want, you know, the normal Cleansing Nova, right? Maybe we actually want Time Sweep, right? Rent those Cleansing Novas instead, right? And that's what we need. I know Kaya's Wrath is probably the better card, but because we're on the Planeswalker plan and we're on the Interplanar Beacon, I don't think we can play Kaya's Wrath, guys. I think that we have to be on Cleansing Nova. All right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna jump over Mana Traders. We're gonna get some Cleansing Novas. Okay. So remember, if you guys want to play with all the cards in Magic ever, right? Most, like all the ones on MTGO anyway. Check out Mana Traders. You pay one flat rate. Links in the description box below, and you will be able to play with all the cards. Like, period. They're it's a sweet deal. You can also earn points. You can turn those points in. You can actually play Magic for money on MTGO using Mana Traders, right? So if you can go 5-0, you can sell your tickets that you earn back to Mana Traders to actually pay for your monthly subscription. So if you don't want to actually pay for Mana Traders, you can just win your way into paying it, right? It's a great deal. Check it out. Links in the description box. Sign up for Mana Traders if you're going to be playing MTGO. All right, so let's clear this. All right, we're going to be going Cleansing Nova. Oh, that's not how you spell Nova. All right, and then we're just going to rent those really quick. Shouldn't take long for the bot to come up with some cards for. Cleansing Nova has the option of sweeping something else too, right? It does. Maybe you don't want to sweep the board and you just want to destroy all the enchantments or artifacts. It does that too. Like, Urza's Ruinous Blast is a bad card, Sir Eccles. It's a bad card. I mean, bad. It's it's fundamentally broken. It's a card that is board sweepers in general are normally meant to play from behind, and it doesn't play well from behind. Having a board sweeper when you're already ahead and controlling the battlefield, it's not that great. All right. Yeah, it's a Planeswalker deck, so we should be getting offered a trade here soon. Enchantments or artifacts could be good with the Flood of Tears combo lurking. Do you think the Flood of Tears combo is actually lurking? Think people are actually trying to play the Flood of Tears combo? I mean, I tried to play around with it a little bit, and it looks like it's really, really close to being good. I think we need a better 1 or 2 mana card that would serve as a permanent, and then that would draw a card, because you need a draw card and you need to have a non-token permanent on the battlefield. I tried it with Dreadhorde Invasion, a couple other cards and stuff like that, and I just didn't have much luck with it. So, all right, so we're gonna go with Nova here. Alright, so let's get rid of Urza's Ruinous Blast. We're going to bring in 3 Cleansing Novas. We're also going to get rid of Karn's Temporal Sundering for Oath. Alright, so we're going to run the Oath of Teferi here. Do I actually have more Oath of Teferis? No, just the one. They don't gray out now with the new update. Alright, so those are the changes we're making. Oath of Teferi in place of the take an extra turn, so that we can, just get more usage out of all of our Planeswalkers. And then we've got Cleansing Nova, where we can always just cast it, no matter what. No matter what the board state is, we can always just sweep the board, or whatever. So choose one, destroy all creatures, or destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Alright, so let's jump back over into Constructed and see if we can play another game here. Haha, we're against the Macho Man Savage. Thousand Year Storm variant. It's getting close to being consistent right before it like rotates out. No, wait, Thousand Year Storm. When does that get printed? I've got to play Sunbird's Invocation before it's gone. This is sadly a bad hand, but I'm going to keep it anyway. Just because of the Temple of Silence, like we'll just go ahead and like look for a card here, like just see what we can find. No Land of War on one. Oh man, we hit a land. Really? Command the Dreadhorde. I don't think that's what we're looking for right now. Like I think we're looking for something else. So okay. So Thousand Year Storm came out in Ravnica. Yeah, I wanted that card to be so good. I just really wanted that card to be good. Deeproot Elite. We're playing against Merfolk by the looks of it. Okay, well, I guess I'll just get the Watery Grave in, and then I'm next turn Ashiok. Like, she's not going to be doing anything to the battlefield, so we're just going to get run over here. She, he, it. Ashiok will not be doing anything to the battlefield, so. Alright. I don't think it's going to matter if we don't pull that Cleansing Nova. Yeah, well, we never said this was a tier 1 deck, right? Like, we never said this is like the be-all, end-all deck to do it all, right? So we're gonna go like I'm playing the Ashiok anyway because I need the life gain, and I want him to put some resources towards Ashiok. I could just leave Ashiok at 5 so that it would save us even more life. I think I have to get rid of Deeproot Elite here, though. So, we'll see. Bind the Elite to slow down the beats. That's what I'm thinking, that we bind the Elite. Especially if he puts one more counter on it. Nope, he's going to put a counter on the river, on the Mystical Herald. I don't know why I was about to call that a River Sneak. Look, a Jadelight Ranger. We really need to top deck that board sweeper. All right, well, Ashiok is going to buy us a little bit of time here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's not enough. We're dead. Dead on board. GG. He doesn't need to see anything else we've got. So even if we get rid of the 4/4, which is the biggest creature, we still take lethal. So no point in showing him anything else. Alright, Tyrant Scorn looks good. Legion's End looks good. Let's get rid of some of the bigger stuff. We'll get rid of Command and we'll get rid of all of our top end up here. Um, Liliana is interesting. Command the Dreadhorde. I don't expect to have enough life to be able to really get away with Command the Dreadhorde. Fall of Thrawn's not exactly what we're looking for. Um, and Ugin just cost way too much. So I need to cut one more card. I don't think he's going to have a lot of Planeswalkers, so I'm not going to be on the, hey, I'm going to destroy my own Planeswalkers build. So we're going to be looking at getting rid of Elder Spell. As far as other weak cards in this matchup, I think Oath is going to be really powerful. Kaya will actually destroy or exile some of the 1-drops. So yeah, that's I mean, Thief of Sanity could probably make its way in. I mean, do you get rid of the Wanderer since you're getting rid of Command? Like, we're not worried about non-combat damage in this build, so maybe we exile his big ones, but like, I don't know. I would rather have Thief of Sanity in here somewhere. So let's see if we can cut 3 other things. Settle's probably going to be a great card. Making 2/2 blue wizards. I doubt he's going to be spells that are going to actually target us. So Kasmina's probably not that great. Now we've taken out all of our planeswalkers mainly. So Oath is not that great. Ixalan's Binding is a little bit slow on the removal. We did bring in Tyrant Scorn and Thief of Sanity, so hey, we've got a whole new deck. Yeah, you're right. Oath at Teferi is bad, especially the more Planeswalkers I'm taking out. Thief is good against Merfolk. You are right. Thief is really good against Merfolk. Interplanar Beacon. When you board out your walkers, it's not the greatest in the world. I'm going to keep just on the basis that I have a Settle the Wreckage and 2 white land. So yeah, I'm actually going to put that on the bottom. I'm looking for a blue source, pretty hardcore here. That ain't gonna do it. Now, with our current mana base, this is a 4 mana Narset. So I know some of you are gonna be like, "Why don't you cast Narset?" Because we can't. Because also we Silvergill Adept. That's okay. So I'm gonna play the Godless Shrine and just pass. Never mind. I'm gonna play the Godless Shrine. Untapped. And then we'll just pop the Silvergill at it. I mean, he did reveal another Silvergill, so he does have another one. But just stopping damage now, and you know, making sure that like we gain a little bit of life, and we're getting rid of some damage from him. So that's great. That's going to buy us some time. There's a Deep Root. I would love to hit that blue source. Alright, well. I'm actually just going to play Karn. Makes the most usage of my mana, and it's the Planeswalker that's most likely to find me a land. Right? Because Narset can't find lands. You're off having existential crisis about the fate of a video game character. What'd you miss? Oh my god. So now he's digging. I mean, we got a land, and he put a Scheming Symmetry in the Like, we've got a counter on that, so. Alright. So these are the cards exiled with Karn right now. Still need that blue source. Existential. I've never been good with that word. I know what it like. I know how to use it in a sentence. You use it right before the word crisis. That's the only time I've ever used that word. I'm talking about that crisis. I'm gonna start saying it. We're gonna start calling hydrocrisis that. You struggle with statistic. Too many S's. So for the life of me, I can't spell the word first. I put the R and the F, or the R and the I backwards. I don't know. It's just some natural dyslexia of mine. He didn't even swing. He didn't want to give me the life gain. So he just didn't swing at all. It's going to keep upticking. Oh, we get a Legion's in or another land. Guess what we're getting? Alright. Here we go. We're going to go blue-black and a blue-white. And we still have to pay. It's still a 4-mana Narset here. That's brutal. I mean, we're gaining life, though. Ooh. Kaya. Like, at least we can cast Kaya. If I needed scheming symmetry, I could get one. Right now I'm more worried about getting other things. I'll get Kaya. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we'll just pass. The I goes first. And then you type. And you type in wrist. So that's the way it always comes up for me. It looks like it's yeah. I like what you did there, Sir Eccles. Legion's in wrecks them hard. It does. Legion's in seems like it would actually wreck them. So we lose Narset here. What? He's just not attacking? I don't get what's going on. I just don't. Well, I mean, alright, so Narset. We'll go ahead and draw. Look at this card. This card's great. I'm gonna take that card. We're gonna destroy all creatures. He's got the counter spell. Look at that Nagate. We just couldn't get to the Jace in time, could we? Just couldn't. Hey, we found it. Alright, well, we'll pass the turn. Go from there. They're clearly holding up negate. Yeah, we have to get it out of their hands anyway. I would rather get them with the settle later. More interested in the blue mana than I am anything. He might actually swing at Karn this turn. Merfolk Skydiver? What is this? Okay. I mean, when Merfolk Skydiver enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. You can pay 5 to proliferate. So yeah, like at Karn, Karn's gonna do all the work for us here. He's just gonna save us from all the damage. Kind of wish I would have left Command the Dreadhorde in with it, like with our opponent not doing damage earlier. Oh, look at that Legion's in. All right, so we don't need the Karn show anymore. All right, so exile target creature an opponent controls with converted mana cost 2 or less, and all other creatures that player controls with the same name. Okay. So we could get rid of both of the Skydivers here if we wanted to. All right, so let's play some stuff. All right. So yeah, let's get rid of the Skydiver. He does have another Skydiver in hand. So if we look at his exiles, oh, those are his revealed. So he had to exile the Skydiver from his hand. Now we go Ashiok. Gain some life. Let's go ahead and make him mill. I mean, if he wants to kill the Ashiok, that's fine. I just want to get as many cards into the exile zone as I possibly can, and then once we gain control of the battlefield, we'll let's go ahead and do this while he's tapped as well. We'll play down the Kaya and start upticking. I definitely think it's feasible. I mean, we have Thief of Sanity, we've got Settle the Wreckage, that sort of thing. So we can probably get Kaya down. So in the Divers, scoring the Elite. That was the play. That was the play. In the Divers and scoring the Elite. All right. So now Kaya will kill this. All right. So we can go 1, 2, 3, and we can still save up Settle if we want. So he's just coming at us. He ain't worried about anything else. There's another interplanar beacon. So we go black-white here. Colorless. We gained some life, and he's gonna scoop. What? He scoops. We go to game 3. He actually just scooped it completely up. Um, the board sweeper felt great. Felt bad not being able to get a hold of blue mana. But I don't. I think that's just like a matter of luck why we couldn't get blue mana there. That is going to do it for the night, though, because we did do multiple shows here. I like Cleansing Nova better. If we take anything away from this little test, I feels like I'm setting up good with to yeah, that was the whole plan, was to set up for the ultimate for Kaya to win the game. We would just end with the Kaya. It was definitely the plan. I think Cleansing Nova is just the better card here for the 5-drop slot. As far as like a board sweeper, like ours is Ruinous Blast. Just it's no good. So Cleansing Nova is better. You just got love for Blast. I had love for Blast. I did. I had love for Blast, and then I kept playing it, and it kept just. It's just blasting me, dude. I just got blasted because of Blast, and yeah, that's what happened. Either way, I hope we all got to take something out of this. I do like the scheming symmetry with the Ashiok, those type of, like, all of that feels okay, right? Just let the legendary sorceries rotate. Just let them rotate. Just let it go, man. Just let it go. Okay, man. It's okay. But legendary instants, though. What? Where are the legendary instants? No. No more legendary spells. Bring back Tribal, right? Bring back Arcane. Splice into the Arcane. Like something. Anything other. Like, we wasted an entire mechanic on legendary sorceries. Come on, Wizards. You could have done better than that. I mean, look how awesome your Saga's mechanics were. Sagas were great. This is an awesome mechanic. But yet we get legendary sorceries. Whatever. Alright, that's going to do it for tonight. I hope everyone that did watch this show or the other show, I hope you had a lot of fun. I had fun talking to everyone in Discord. Thank you for those that came out to defend your decks. I guess we're going to call it that. Thank you for coming out to defend your decks. For those that were unable to be here for some of the decks that I was looking at, I'm going to say thank you for Madness actually being able to step in there and defending his decks. You're saying rude. You were at work. Madness defended your deck for you. Madness came in and he fought hard for a lot of the different cards in your deck. So I wasn't pointing that at you, Gary. That wasn't the point. Don't make me feel bad on air, man. But no, Madness came in and he stood in there for you, right? He's got your back. Everyone's favorite moderator, Madness, eh? A little shot at Tier 1 Jank there, right? I knew you are. I know you are, Gary. Anyway, I hope everyone had a lot of fun with everything tonight, and it was a good comfy time. I enjoyed it, but it is time for me to get off the air because my wife wants the bedroom. She's ready to go to sleep. She got to work tomorrow. I got to take care of some kids and all the other things. So much love to everyone. I had fun. I hope you had fun. We'll see you next time on Sideboard MTG. Also, if you want to hang out with us tomorrow midday, we're going to be playing some Albion Online. I'll probably try to get some noobs together and we'll go into a dungeon and it'll be horrible and I'll go full tilt. So those of you who are wanting to see some Albion Online gameplay, let me know. I just put a build out. There should be a link to it up in the information box if you guys want to go check out the different types of builds and stuff. It is a game where you are what you wear, so it's a game where you you do builds kind of like Magic the Gathering. There's a lot of aspects in it that I think that a lot of people will enjoy. So yeah, go check that out. If you decide you want to play Albion Online, there is a link in the video up there, the Battle Axe video, where you can go download the game. I recommend downloading it straight from the website, not from Steam, because you have to run Steam in the background. And even though there's not a lot of graphics to the game does push a lot of CPU, so like not running Steam is pretty good. So that's all I've got for tonight. Take care. We'll see you next time.